12 important lessons kids need to learn today, before it's too late. Have you ever felt that silent fear that your child might be growing up in a world designed to break them, not build them? What if everything, from the classroom to the screen in their hand, isn't preparing them for life, but softening them for failure? There are 12 hard truths your children must learn now, before the world teaches them in the cruelest way possible. And it starts with you. Welcome to Live Stoic. Live strong, where we trade illusions for truth, where emotions are felt but not obeyed, where clarity is power and discipline is freedom. This is not just a channel. It's a mindset. It's a journey of conscious living. Let's begin. The day Ivy stopped running. Ivy was just 13 when she first realized something most people take decades to learn. The world doesn't slow down for softness. It runs right over it. She had always been the quiet one, the polite one, the one who never raised her voice, never challenged anything. She followed the rules, smiled when spoken to, and tried her best to be liked by everyone. At home, she was the easy child. At school, she was the one no one noticed. Until one day, they did. A group of girls, loud, sharp, magnetic, decided Ivy would be their target. It started with whispers behind her back. Then came the jokes, the silent stares, the sudden loneliness. Then came the moments that made her feel smaller than ever. Public humiliation disguised as fun. The teachers looked the other way. Her parents told her, just ignore them. So Ivy began to run, not with her legs, but inside. She shrank. She dimmed her light. She tried to blend in even more, speak even less. She thought, if I become smaller, quieter, more agreeable, maybe they'll stop. But they didn't. Because the world doesn't protect the gentle. It circles the weak. Then came the turning point. One afternoon, alone in the school library, Ivy found a book her older brother had forgotten to take home. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. She flipped it open without thinking, and one line stopped her heart. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That night, Ivy didn't cry. She wrote. Then she read. Then she trained. Not just her body, but her will. Every morning, before school, she stood in front of the mirror. Not to fix her face, but to fortify her soul. She stopped chasing approval. She started demanding respect, not through words, but through presence, through posture, through energy. People began to feel the difference, even if they couldn't explain it. Months passed. The bullies moved on. Ivy no longer shrank. She stood taller, sharper. Not loud, but anchored. Not cruel, but unshakable. Years later, Ivy became a youth coach. Not by accident, but by calling. Now she teaches young girls what no one taught her, how to protect their mind, their space, their worth. She looks them in the eye and says, don't just be kind, be clear, be ready, be real, be strong. And when they ask where she learned all of this, Ivy smiles. The day I stopped running was the day I started living. Live Stoic. Live strong. Be like Ivy. Not afraid. Not broken. Just unbreakable. From the bottom of my heart, I want to express my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you, no matter where you are in the world, for taking the time to watch this video. Your presence and support are the driving force that keeps me creating and sharing. No words can truly capture the depth of my appreciation. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing. And thank you for walking this journey with me. Today, I want to share with you 12 vital life lessons every parent must pass on to their children before it's too late. These aren't just ideas. They are shields and weapons your children need to face a world that's not going to hold their hand. The truth is, our society is no longer raising warriors. It's raising the easily offended, the easily swayed, and the emotionally fragile. Schools no longer just teach knowledge, they shape mindsets. Social media doesn't just entertain, it programs. And the culture around us? It's doing everything it can to strip your child of courage, of discipline, of direction. If you, as a father, or simply as the leader of your family, don't take charge, someone else will, and that someone likely doesn't have your child's best interests at heart. Without guidance, your children may grow up unsure of who they are, what they stand for, and why they should even try. Let's not allow that to happen. Let's start with the first of these critical life lessons. 1. Respect is not automatic. It must be earned. Your child must know. The world does not owe them reverence just because they exist. Respect isn't a birthright. It's a result. It's built through consistent discipline, unwavering integrity, and true strength of character. Help them understand that the way they carry themselves matters, that every choice, every action adds to, or subtracts from, their personal value. 2. Life doesn't owe you anything. It's a hard pill to swallow, but essential. The world is not waiting to reward your child for being special. If they want something, they must put in the effort. No shortcuts. No sense of entitlement. No "I deserve this" attitude. Life is indifferent, and results are earned, not handed out. 3. Boys must be strong. In body, in mind, and in heart. Today's culture often glorifies weakness, labeling masculinity as toxic and aggression as wrong. But your son needs to understand, strength is not cruelty. It is protection. It is leadership. It is discipline. Teach him to train his body, sharpen his mind, and control his emotions. Not to suppress them, but to use them wisely. A strong man builds. A weak man is discarded. 4. Girls must learn to value themselves deeply and wisely. Teach your daughter that her worth isn't up for negotiation. It's not in her looks, not in her popularity, and certainly not in how easily she gives herself to others. Her value comes from within, from her choices, her confidence, her character. The world will try to sell her the lie that being desired is the same as being respected. Don't let her believe it. 5. Money moves the world. Schools avoid this truth like the plague, but you shouldn't. Your child needs to understand how money works, how to earn it, grow it, and protect it. Show them that financial power leads to freedom, and financial ignorance leads to chains. The rich don't just have more. They make the rules. The poor follow them. 6. Weakness attracts danger. This may sound harsh, but it's reality. Weakness, emotional, physical, or mental, makes your child a target. Whether it's bullying in school, manipulation in friendships, or being taken advantage of at work, predators look for the vulnerable. Your child needs resilience, not just kindness. Teach them how to stand tall. Previously, we explored 6 powerful truths every child must learn to stand strong in today's world. But the work isn't done yet, because the forces trying to shape your children are relentless, and if you don't prepare them, they will be broken. Let's keep going with the next life-shaping lessons. 7. If you allow your children to grow weak, society will crush them. Yes, crush. Not challenge, not test, but crush. Weakness is not seen as innocence in the real world. It's seen as opportunity. Teach your child to stand tall, to protect their values, and to push back when necessary. Life isn't always about peace. It's about knowing when to fight and how to stand their ground without flinching. And most importantly, never tolerate disrespect. The moment your child accepts being walked over, it becomes a habit. Don't let that happen. 8. The media is not your friend. It is a machine of manipulation. From Hollywood blockbusters to viral TikToks, from the latest pop songs to the headlines flashing on their phone, your children are being fed lies wrapped in entertainment. Teach them not to absorb blindly. Help them question, investigate, think critically. A wise mind doesn't just hear, it discerns, because if they don't learn to filter truth from garbage, they'll carry garbage into their decisions, relationships, and identity. 9. Never trust blindly. This world is filled with smiling faces and hidden agendas. Not every kind word comes from a kind heart. Teach your children to read between the lines, to watch actions, not just words. Observation is a shield. Analysis is a weapon. Trust should be earned through time and consistency, not granted by charm or convenience. 10. Learn skills, not just collect degrees. A piece of paper hanging on a wall doesn't build wealth. It doesn't lead, solve problems, or start businesses. Schools often produce followers, not creators. If you want your child to thrive, don't just focus on grades. Focus on capabilities. Teach them how to sell, how to lead, how to survive. Skills like programming, communication, negotiation, investing. They are the true keys to independence. Give your children tools, not just titles. 11. Marriage and family are sacred, not games. This world promotes selfish love, temporary connection, and disposable people. Fight that. Teach your son that a wife is not a rival or opponent. She's a partner, a nurturer, a woman worthy of honor. Teach your daughter that marriage is not something to take lightly. It's not about fairy tales. It's about loyalty, commitment, and responsibility. If they don't learn the meaning of real family values, they'll chase love and end up with heartbreak. 12. Hard work is not optional. It is the only way. There is no fast track, no shortcut, no elevator to success. If your child is being lured by get-rich-quick promises or instant gratification, they are being lied to. Every lasting result is built on consistency, sweat, sacrifice, and time. Teach them the value of grind, of showing up, of finishing what they start, even when it hurts. If your son becomes a people pleaser, women will use him, disrespect him, and leave him broken. If your daughter is drawn to toxic men, she will suffer in silence. That's the cruel reality. Teach them to set boundaries, to protect their heart, to demand respect, not beg for it. Teach them that they are never to chase after those who treat them as less than worthy. Because if you don't teach them this, the world will. And the world does not teach with kindness. It teaches through pain. These are not just lessons. They are lifelines. Tools that shape who your children become, and whether they survive, thrive, or fall. You are the shield. You are the standard. If you don't lead your child, someone else will. And this world doesn't raise warriors. It raises the weak, the lost, the broken. So rise. Teach with truth. Lead with strength. And love with discipline. Because one day, your child will face the world alone. Make sure they're ready. Not soft. Not scared. But unshakable. Live stoic. Live strong. Thank you for your time. If an idea in this video touched you, let it settle in your heart. Each time you return, you might hear something new. Perhaps it will reach even deeper. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. See you in the next video, where we'll take another step together on this journey of inner discovery.